This story might be addictive. Step into this storm, a tale of love, lost to pride, and a darkness I can't escape. I grinned, pulling her into a hug. Sophie, we've got you. This'll be the best damn day of your life. No stress, just magic. James chimed in, his voice steady. She deserves it. Tara, we'll make it flawless. His hand brushed mine, warm and sure, and I felt invincible. We were a unit, unstoppable. We dove into planning like it was a sacred mission, James and I, side by side, pouring every ounce of ourselves into Sophie's big day venue. A rustic barn with fairy lights dripping from the rafters, flowers, lilies and roses, soft pinks and whites. Her favorites menu? She asked, voice small. I grabbed her hand, fierce. Sophie, I'd move mountains for you. Focus on Ryan. I've got the rest. Her smile flickered, grateful but shaky. She was overwhelmed, and it lit a fire in me to carry her through. But then, 2 days before the wedding, the cracks started showing. It was late, Sophie asleep. Me and James sprawled on the hotel couch, flipping through last-minute details. I pulled out my dress, shimmery, low cut, a bold sapphire number. Sophie had squealed over. Tara, wear it. It's perfect. She'd insisted. James glanced at it, his jaw tightening. That's a lot, Tara, he said, arms crossing. I frowned. What's that mean? He shifted, voice low. It's too revealing. Not right for a wedding? My stomach twisted, irritation flaring. James, it's fine. Sophie loves it. Why's this a problem? He shook his head. You're married, Tara. People talk. Can't you pick something else? His tone stung, sharp and judgy, like I'd betrayed some unspoken rule. It's just a dress. I snapped. I want to feel good. This is Sophie's day, not yours. His eyes darkened. Do what you want. Then, and he walked off, leaving a chill in the air. That fight planted a seed, small but poisonous. By the wedding day, James was a ghost barely speaking, his silence a wall between us. I'd decided on the dress, slipping into it with defiance, the fabric hugging me like armor. Sophie beamed. You're stunning, Tara. But James? He just stared, lips tight, then turned away. We didn't talk, didn't touch, the tension thick enough to choke on. I tried bridging it. James, can we drop this? It's Sophie's day. But he shrugged, cold. You made your call. And that was it, our last real words. The reception rolled in, music pulsing, and I threw myself into it, determined to keep Sophie's joy alive. But James sulked, a shadow in the crowd, and I felt the first threads of us unraveling, little knowing how deep the cut would go. Wedding day hit like a storm, all hustle and heart. The barn glowed soft with lights, air thick with flowers and hope. Sophie floated in her dress, 20 and radiant, clinging to Ryan like he was her whole world. I'd poured my soul into this every petal, every song for her, to show her love could be more than the shouting matches. We grew up dodging, but James? He was ice, barely a word since our fight. I'd slipped into that sapphire dress, shimmering and bold, defiance stitched into every seam. Sophie squealed, Tara, you're a goddess. But James just glared, jaw tight, then turned away. His silence cut deeper than any yell, a cold blade twisting in my gut. I tried one last time, voice shaky. James, please, let's not ruin this. It's Sophie's day. He barely glanced at me. You chose, Tara, live with it, and walked off, leaving me raw, exposed, like a nerve in the wind. The ceremony blurred by, Sophie's vows a sweet hum against my pounding heart. I stood there, smiling for her, but my eyes kept darting to James, sitting stiff, hands clenched, a stranger in a suit. Reception kicked off, music thumping, laughter rising like smoke. I threw myself into it, determined to keep Sophie's light burning. "Tara, dance with me." She grinned, tugging me to the floor. We spun, giggling like kids, and for a minute, I forgot the frost between me and James. But he stayed glued to his chair, sipping a drink, eyes anywhere but me. I caught him once, staring blank at the wall, and my chest ached. Where was my partner? The man who'd sworn to stand by me. This wasn't just about a dress, not anymore. It was him pulling away, leaving me to carry this alone. Then, like some twisted joke from the universe, the past walked in. I was grabbing a drink, skirt swishing, when a voice hit me like a ghost. "Tara?" I froze, turned, and there he was, Luke, 29, my high school heartbeat, all grown up and staring at me like I'd stepped out of a dream. Those hazel eyes, that easy grin. I'd loved him once, fierce and wild, back when we were kids plotting forever. We'd split after college, dreams yanking us apart. Hadn't seen him in years, Luke. I breathed, shaking my head. "What the hell are you doing here?" He laughed, sheepish, cousins tight with Ryan. "Got an invite. Never thought I'd see you." I smirked. "Yeah, wild, right?" My dress caught the light, and his gaze lingered. "You look, damn, Tara, unreal." Heat crept up my neck. I'd dressed for Sophie, but his words lit something I hadn't felt in too long. I laughed, shaky. Some things don't change, but inside, I was reeling. James's cold shoulder versus Luke's easy warmth. A clash I couldn't unfeel. Sophie swooped in, mischief in her eyes. Well, Tara and Luke, huh?" I rolled my eyes. "Oh, knock it off. He just saved me from eating the floor." She smirked. "Sure. And now he's Mr. Helpful? Coincidence?" I swatted her. "You're the worst." But we cracked up. That old sister laugh bubbling up. Luke joined in. "What's so funny?" The night spun on, music shifting to a slow beat. Couples swayed, and I scanned for James. Nothing. Gone. A pang hit me, sharp and lonely. Luke stepped up, hand out. "For old times?" His voice was soft, tempting. I hesitated, then took it. "You earned it, hero," I teased. We moved together, effortless. His hand on my waist, a quiet thrill. Guests whispered, probably mistaking him for James. And I let them, why not? My real husband was a phantom. Luke's grin, his touch, pulled me back to a time when I felt seen, wanted. James didn't even notice, didn't care, and that indifference carved a hollow in me. By the end, I was buzzing, exhausted, alive, torn. Sophie hugged me. "You okay?" I nodded, lying. "Yeah, just tired." But inside, I was a storm, brewing for the crash I didn't see coming. Back at the hotel, the bubble burst. I pushed open the door, and the stench hit me. Booze, thick and sour. James slumped in a chair, bottle dangling, eyes glassy. "Where you been?" I snapped, arms crossed. He smirked, slurring. "Saw you, Tara, all over your old flame." My blood boiled. "You were gone, James. I looked for you. Where the hell were you?" He laughed, bitter. "Didn't want to cramp your style. You were glowing out there." The accusation stung, and I fired back. "You ditched me." Luke stepped up. "Someone had to." His eyes narrowed. "Right, 'cause I'm the bad guy." The room spun, anger and hurt colliding. This wasn't just a fight, this was the edge, and I didn't know how close we were to falling. Luke swooped in, saved the day. His sarcasm was a slap, and I snapped. "Yeah, he did. 'Cause you wouldn't. You let me fall literally and didn't blink." The memory burned me, stumbling. Luke catching me, James stuffing his face. It wasn't just the dress anymore. It was him abandoning me when I needed him most. His laugh was dry, jagged. "You're full of it. Saw you batting your eyes, flirting like some teenager. Bet he ate it up." My chest tightened, guilt flickering. Had I leaned into Luke too much? I stormed to the bed, collapsing, tears burning hot. You're making this bigger than it is. Why can't you let it go? He stood, swaying. 'Cause I saw you, Tara, glowing free, like I've never seen. Not with me. His voice broke, raw, and my heart lurched had I really dimmed with him. I sat there, numb, the echo of divorce ringing in my skull. How'd we get here? Over a dress, a dance, a glance. Reception day loomed, and I plastered on a smile. Sophie deserved that much. James was there, quiet, helping with guests. But his eyes dodged mine. We moved like shadows, polite but apart. I bumped into Luke near the venue, his grin bright. Hey, got time to catch up? Exhaustion screamed no, but his warmth pulled me in. Sure, quick one, I said. We talked hours, somehow old days flooding back, laughter easing the ache. He was easy, familiar, a balm to James's frost. I rushed to get ready after. James in the room, tying his tie. You look beautiful, he said, soft, and my heart flickered hope. But at the reception, he drifted again, distant, leaving me to dance and laugh alone. That night, he slept, and I lay awake, dread growing something was shifting, unstoppable. We can fix this. He cut me off. No, I'm out, and locked himself away. I pounded the door, sobbing, please. It's not what you think. Luke's nothing. You're everything. No answer, just my cries bouncing back. The next day, he sat across from me, cold. Pack your stuff. I need space. My world tilted. Over this? Over nothing? He stared. It's not nothing, Tara. It's you, with him. I'm done fighting it. And I broke, realizing the storm had already swept us away. That morning after the papers hit the table, I was a ghost, drifting through our house, his house now. I guess coffee cold in my hands, eyes swollen from crying. James sat across from me, face like a wall. Pack your stuff, Tara. One needs space, he said, voice flat, stirring his mug like it was just another day. My chest caved. Space? James, this is our life. You're throwing it away over what, jealousy? I reached for his hand, desperate, fingers trembling. He pulled back, slow, deliberate. It's not just that. Saw you with Luke. Hours of you laughing, shining, like I don't exist. His words were arrows piercing deep. It wasn't like that. I choked. He's a friend, nostalgia, not love. He smirked, bitter. Keep telling yourself that. I'm done being your shadow. And my knees buckled. How'd he see a stranger when I saw my anchor? A dress, a dance, a laugh, such small things, but they'd cracked us open, spilling years of trust into the dirt. I'd flirted with Luke, sure, a spark to thaw James's chill, but it wasn't betrayal. Why? Couldn't he see? Packing was torture. Every shirt, every photo a shard of us. I stuffed boxes, hands shaking, replaying Sophie's wedding, Luke's grin, James's glare, my own reckless joy. Had I glowed too bright? Had I pushed him away without knowing? The house echoed, empty, my footsteps loud against the silence. I texted Sophie, "He's done, sis. Divorce." Her reply came fast, "Tara, no, what happened?" I couldn't type it, couldn't face her pity. She'd seen me with Luke, laughing. Free. Did she see what James did? I called my mom instead, voice breaking. "I messed up. He's gone." She sighed, sharp. "Tara, you had a good man. What'd you do?" The blame stung. "I don't know, Ma. I don't know." And hung up, drowning in their judgment, my own. Days blurred, me crashing at Mom's, a spare room smelling of dust and regret. She hovered. "Get up, Tara, you can't wallow." But I couldn't move. Bed was my cave, sheets my shield, staring at the ceiling where James's face flickered soft once. Now stone. I'd scroll my phone. Luke's number there, tempting. I typed, "Hey, you around?" then deleted it. What was I chasing? A ghost of a boy I'd loved? Or a lifeline to feel something? Sophie came by, eyes soft. Tara, talk to me. I spilled at dress fight. Luke, James's exit. She hugged me, fierce. You're not the bad guy, but he's hurt. You both are. Her words were kind, but they didn't mend the tear. I'd lost my partner, my home. Over a moment, I couldn't take back. Then the real blow landed. James left. Not just the house, the damn country. Sophie broke it to me, voice low. He's gone to Ireland. Tara, fresh start. My brain stalled. Ireland? Some far-off land I couldn't chase him to. When? Mom pushed therapy. You're a mess, Tara. Get help. And I went, dragging my shattered self to a quiet woman with gentle eyes. She listened. Luke, James, the wedding, my guilt, and peeled it back. You wanted to be seen, Tara. James stopped looking, she said, and it hit like thunder. Had he? I'd leaned on his calm, his strength, but when had I last felt his gaze, warm and alive? You flirted to feel wanted, she added, but it broke his trust, I cried. Raw. I didn't mean to lose him, she nodded. You're grieving. Give it time. Time? I had nothing but time now, stretching empty ahead. No James, no home, just me and the wreckage I'd sown. Therapy's my lifeline, thin as it is. Mom shoved me into it, and I went, feet dragging. Cause, what else was left? The shrink's quiet, eyes steady, unraveling my knots. You flirted with Lucas. James stopped seeing you, she says, and it lands hard. I spill it all. Sophie's wedding, the dress, Luke's laugh, James's silence. I just wanted him to care, I sob, voice breaking. She nods. You felt invisible, pushed him to feel something. Truth stings, sharp and deep. Had I dimmed so much with James that I'd chase any light? You're grieving a life you thought was yours, she adds, and I cry till my chest aches. She's right, but it don't fill the hole he left, just carves it clearer. I tried reaching out, stupid, desperate move. One night, alone, I grabbed my phone, typed to James, I'm sorry, I messed up, please, can we talk? Fingers shook, heart hammering, but I froze. He's in Ireland, building something new. What did he want with my wreckage? I deleted it, flung the phone, and bawled until my eyes burned. He's gone, really gone, and I can't undo the nights I mocked his quiet, the days I leaned on Luke's warmth. Instead, Sophie's wedding was the spark, but I'd been piling kindling for years. Every time I took him for granted, every time I didn't see his hurt. Now he's free, and I'm the one caged. Friends are ghosts now. Sophie's the only one who sticks. Most old crew, wedding buddies, sided with James. You screwed him over, Tara, one texted, and I didn't argue. Sophie visits, soft, you okay? She asks. I shrug, not even close. She saw it, me and Luke, laughing, James fading, and she don't judge. He was cold too. Tara, it's not all you, she says, hugging me tight, but it don't ease the sting. Luke's number sits there, a taunt I could call, chase that old spark. But what's the point? He's a memory, not a fix. James is doing good, Sophie mentions, and it's a knife good for him, thriving while I'm a shadow, scraping by on guilt and grief. The job hunt's a beast, looming dark. Mom nags. You gotta work, Tara, move on. But it's a mountain I can't climb. Haven't held a gig since I leaned on James. Back when we were a team, I scroll listings, barista, clerk, office drone, fingers trembling, then slam the laptop shut. How do I fake a smile when I can't face the mirror? Some days I manage a shower, real food, but it's fleeting. I'm a husk, drifting. You're 28, Tara, pull it together. Dad snaps, and I want to yell. I'm trying, but it's mud in my mouth. Regrets a quicksand, every step sinking me deeper. and I don't know how to crawl out. So, Reddit, here I am, 28, divorced, broke, a wreck at mom's, therapy scraping at the guilt. But it don't bring him back. Don't erase the years I hurt him. I want to rise, be better. But it's a fog, thick and endless. What do I do? How do I climb? Can I forgive myself, or am I stuck in this echo forever? Lay it on me, your tough love, your truth. I'm bare here, raw as hell, 'cause I'm lost, and you're my last thread. Thanks for writing this out. Our relationships. You're all I've got left. If you find this video interesting and useful, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave your comments below, and share it with your friends. Your support is a huge motivation for me to continue creating more quality content.